Well, we're on our way over to Garage Mahal.
Yes.
Just to work on that. We've been working on that a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
But just yesterday, Ed uploaded his new movie.
He did.
And so this is progress on the Big Boy. So we wanted to share with you Ed's progress on the Big Boy. Now, he's put his movie up, so we're just going to give you the link to his movie so you can chase over there and look at that, and that'll be right at the end of the video. But I wanted to mention a few things about his video, having watched it now about 100 times.
Yes. Never get tired of looking at that Big Boy, I'll tell you what. Wow.
But you can, a couple of things you need to keep in mind. He shot this video over about a 6-week period as they've been working on it. Mm-hmm. The very first shot you see must be one of the very last shots that he's taken.
Right.
Because he's standing on the pilot deck.
Yes.
And the pilot deck isn't there in some of the shots. So I'm assuming that was one of the very last ones. And another of the very last ones would be the cab deck, the floor in the cab. Well, the really interesting thing about the cab deck is in a lot of the pictures, there is no cab.
No.
So how can there be a cab deck? Well, there is a cab deck in some of the shots, so that means over the 6 weeks involved, they not only put the floor in the cab, they put the cab on the locomotive, and you can see the firebox and everything. In fact, Ed says right on the tape, the locomotive is now completely assembled.
Oh, that's
They've got the flues in, they've got all the steam lines run, they've got a few hookup things still to do. In some of the footage, it doesn't have all the drivers on it. On the video, you'll see them actually installing some of the drivers. That's
awesome.
impressive.
Oh.
And as you're looking at that, really pay attention to the amazing workmanship of how they've put that together. This thing is just like a brand new locomotive.
No kidding.
I don't think there's ever been a locomotive restoration quite like this. It's literally like a brand new locomotive.
That's cool.
So here on some of our early footage, we haven't seen the locomotive now in, months.
A while, yeah. Almost a year, because it'll be a year in May.
Yeah, anyway, this last time we saw it, it looked like this, and not even close to being a locomotive.
No.
It just shows how fast these guys have been going on this thing. I mean, they're just really knocking it out.
Yes.
Now, when you go over to see Ed's video, do subscribe to his channel if you're not already a subscriber over there, because they're uploading these videos about every 6 weeks.
Right.
However, they've got another thing which is even cooler. They have the Union Pacific Steam Club on Facebook, okay? Go there and join.
Right.
Because they're going to be putting the schedules on there for all of the engines. So one of the questions that keeps coming up is when and where, and is it coming to Texas, and is it Tennessee, and blah, blah, blah. You want to know these things, join Steam Club, and then you will know.
For sure. Cool.
So that's just really, really cool. Also, in the shot from the pilot deck, right behind Ed, is something that wasn't there in the earlier shots, the tender.
Yes.
So they brought the tender up, and they must be working on that.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're going to need the tender here shortly, because they can't fire up the boiler. What that means is they've got to be getting really, really close to firing the boiler now.
Oh, and that'd be fun to see.
He hasn't said on this tape whether they've done the hydro testing or not, but if the thing is all put together, there's no reason why they couldn't have. So I don't know if the hydro test is done yet, or they're doing the hydro test or whatever, but they've got to be about this close to throwing a match in that boiler.
Isn't that something?
And having an absolutely complete running engine, sans insulation and jacketing and paint and a few of those little things.
A few little minor details.
Wow. It's a locomotive again. The Big Boy is back together. So here comes the link. You ready for it? Zoink. There's our subscribe button, and right below that is Ed's link.
Nice.
Well, we're not sure how you found this movie on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring. And do subscribe.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. See you on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.